According to Carl, people in this group have a hard time hearing other people's truth. That people are sensitive and that they're emotional, but she respects Jenkins because she was able to speak her truth. While her truth was an attempt to chop Sutton down and to destroy her, Carl is okay with that because Jenkins was allowed to speak her truth. Alright, good to know. We're gonna challenge that. Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we'll be reviewing The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 17. Renner and Carl are in the kitchen. Both Renner and Carl are committed to making excuses for Jenkins. Renner claimed that Jenkins was hurt and her hurt came out as rage, similar to her issue at that fundraiser and wine event at her home. There is a group of them that are going on snowmobiles at a farm, and that includes Sutton, Garcelle, Charisse, and Erika. And the other group are going skiing, and that includes Jenkins, Mauricio, Carl, Dorit, Renner, and Crystal. They go to pick Erika up, and the drive to the farm, you can hear crickets. Nobody is speaking because the night before, Garcelle told Erika they didn't have to be friends, and Sutton is barely saying anything to Erika. In group, they seem to be having fun. Dorit is claiming that she hasn't been on skis for 20 years, and I mean, the snow comes every year. So I'm not sure if Dorit is actually a fan of skiing, because if you're a fan of something, you tend to look forward to the season when you can do what you love. And she's a little bit shaky on the skis. We saw her bust her you-know-what, and I'm not sure she came down the actual hill, but it is what it is. We see the ladies stopping for a break, and Erika begins to talk to Sutton about the way she apologizes, and in Erika's thinking, her apologies come off as insincere. I think Sutton needs to really think about how she issues these apologies. It seemed to be long-winded. She needs to get to the point and get to the point quickly. I am sorry because of, I apologize for my behavior. The way she apologizes is a little strange and awkward. We see the ladies preparing for dinner. Garcelle and Crystal get together, and they're still talking about the $750,000 diamonds that it's alleged that Erika did not want to return. And both Garcelle and Crystal said that if it were them, they would have returned the diamonds because it would have appeared to be sympathetic to the survivors and their heirs rather than to hold on to them. Everybody shows up for dinner. They're having a good time. Surprisingly, Garcelle is seated next to Erika, and Garcelle is asking her questions regarding the $750,000 diamonds. And Erika explains to her that according to her belief, she does not have to return the diamonds. The law does not require her to return the diamonds, and people are suing her. So her answer is to hold on to them. She doesn't have to return them to the bankruptcy court. Tom purchased the diamonds quite some time ago, so she doesn't believe that there is an actual case, that the money used to purchase the diamonds was part of that fraud scheme. And talking about all her wealth and all the expensive things that she purchased, coupled with the situation with the Girardi case, is not a good look, and she doesn't seem like she understands that she looks like a cold-hearted itch. They squashed that conversation at the restaurant, and now we see them back at the rental house. Rene's passing around edibles to get the group loose. We see Sherry bite into the edible and pretend that she doesn't know what it is, and then she said it tastes like weed. And I mean, surely Sherry gotta know that if she knows what weed tastes like, that is an indication that it's not her first time having a Maui Wowie experience. This is all alleged. Garcelle and Crystal are speaking with Jenkins and Dorit, and Garcelle is telling them about the conversation she had with Erika. Garcelle called Erika over and said she did not want to talk about her and she not be involved in the conversation. And the other four ladies spoke up to listen to the conversation. We see Carl probing Sutton to go over and get involved in the conversation because she is studying to be an attorney. And again, we see Carl's deceptive, conniving nature, because she must know that Sutton don't need to be anywhere near that conversation. But again, she's trying to produce stuff. But before I forget, we saw Kathy trying to pitch some tequila that she has made an investment in, and you could see the disdain, clearly see the disdain and contempt both Rena and Erika have when Kathy starts, pitching this tequila that she brought. And they soon shut her down that no, they did not want to drink the tequila and they were not interested. And while Kathy was pitching the tequila, her sister Carl was clowning her, almost like mocking her, and then having a good laugh with both Erika and Rena. So it's clear that Kathy is going to be the next one up for bat, that her sister had co-signed it, and they all going to be going in on Kathy pretty soon. It's clear, because if you look back at the tape, when anything involving Kathy comes up, you could see the disdain on both Renner and Erika's faces, and the looks that they give says all that we need to know that is going to happen. Erika repeats her stand. She said she's not going to do anything outside the law as it relates to the diamond earrings, and that she's just not going to return it until a judge says so. Crystal asks her if she gonna do anything outside of the law, because there's a higher power that is outside of that legal structure. And she said no, people are suing her, so hey, she's just gonna respond in time and hold on to those diamonds until a judge says so. Garcelle and Crystal both believe that Erika should return the diamonds, and they say so. Crystal says it's all about making people whole. Erika claps back by saying that the way you make people whole in a courtroom, not the courtroom of public opinion. When Crystal said, well, that's not what she's talking about, Erika attacked her. She started raising her voice and screaming and cussing. She basically told Crystal that she has a problem with what she's talking about, that she doesn't know if there were actual victims or not, and she understands that people died, but that has nothing to do with her. Once she said that, Carl and Renner had her hand in her head looking down, and Carl looked like she was shocked. But this is their friend, this is their girl, their type. Birds of a feather usually flock together, and this is who they align themselves with. So Erika basically is saying the silent piece out loud. She's saying that she don't give a rat's ass, and she only cares. At one point she shouted that she don't give a flying muck, and that the only person she cares about is herself, that that they don't know the victims, what they know is her. Once Carl understood how detrimental Erika was coming across, saying that they were potential victims, she spoke up and said, she got to be mindful that there are victims. And Erika looked at her up and down and said, well, you don't know these victims, you know me, and you should be only concerned about me. And Carl said that, hey, you gotta have compassion. Erika said she really don't care about these people. The only person she cares about is herself. Meanwhile, Dorit, Renner, and Jenkins plotting to get Erika out of the room and away from the cameras, because, as I said, Erika is just laying it bare out there. She told Garcelle earlier that she was fighting like a devil to save her life, and I don't know if she knows, but the devil is not trying to save anybody's life. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and he's gonna wreck her before all this is through. And he's also gonna wreck the friends that align themselves with her. That's usually how it goes, until she gets a clear understanding that people died in this line air accident, that they left family, mothers, children, and that they want a settlement from that accident, and the funds that they thought they would get did not materialize. Once she realized that her husband may allegedly be responsible for monies disappearing from his law firm that was supposed to go to his clients but did not, allegedly, then maybe she will have some understanding. But right now she's too concerned about the stuff she used to have, her crocodile crystallized handbags, keeping $750,000 earrings that she proudly said that maybe are worth over $1.3 million. This is the chick who you're dealing with. And these are the women who align themselves with her. So she just broke down who she is, what she's all about. And the women who align themselves are shocked because they wanted to keep that on the down low. But those who have been tracking these ladies for years know who they are. This is as real as it gets. So now they gotta go into panic mode because they gotta save one of their own, their righteous sisters. Remember, Carl said, starting off, that people in this group are emotional. People in this group have to get their feelings hurt, but she respects Diana for speaking her truth. Well, Carl, your girl is speaking her truth now. What's your problem? Like she told you, because you forgot the assignment. You can't be concerned about the other people. You gotta only be concerned about her. But what you probably did not agree to was her speaking her contempt for survivors out loud. Probably didn't want that to come out. So now you're trying to correct her. No, honey. She's speaking her truth. Respect it. You said you respected Diana, how she rolled with Sutton. Respect it, girl. Now you're a moral person thinking about the survivors. Is that really how you feel? Or are you trying to save yourself from this disaster? Remember, like I said, kill, steal, and destroy. That's how evil works. So it ends with, of course, the ladies getting Erika out of the house. What we saw was an indication of who these ladies really are and what they are about. So Carl, you could try to do what you think you want to do, but Erika's behavior is not shocking to you. You're just shocked that she spoke the quiet parts out loud. That's all I have. Please send your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really will help the channel. And I'll see you in the next bit. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.